Professor Gatorman here at Gatorman University. We're having here for another edition of Gatorman University. We're over here in Harrison Cop, just having a look around. We're gonna go over 5.56 ammunition and magazines and guns that it works in right now. This is a part of the Weapons 101 course at Gatorman University. And here we go. Let's get started. All right. There's a few rifles that use the 5.56. There's a M4A1, the DDM4, AK12, AK19, and the CQA1. And then there's a 300 Blackout that runs on the 300MX. Now, we're going to cover that rifle as well because the 300 Blackout ammunition fits in the same magazines as the 5.56 for the M4, so they share magazines, and we're going to go over that part of that as well. But we're going to start with the standard magazines. We're going to look at these mags and look at what we got here. We have a 20 round for the Blackout. Now, all of these, if you'll notice, with the exception of this one says it'll even take 300 Blackout, okay? So they're all supposed to take 300 black. Well, this one's chambered for it specifically. This one is the DD5.56. It's chambered for both. And then this one here is as well. And it's 60 rounds. This one's 32. That's these two right here. This one's 60 and that one's 32. And then these are 30s. And this is a 30 and that's a 10. That's a 20 or a 10. 20. This is a 20. This is a 30. This is a 30, 30. But that's 32. This one comes when you get the vendor. You don't come at level 1, not at level 2. Level 3, you get the new magazine. You get the 32 rounder right here. Okay. And then when you come down, you get level 4. Boom. Now you get the big one. You get this bad boy here. That's a 60 rounder. So you got to get gunny up level 4 to get the decent mags for that. So just so you know, and that just keeps the information to yourself, right? Don't forget. Don't forget. All right, now, there's a lot to be understood about ammunition that does not get talked about, and it's very, very important. Soft point bullets will not penetrate armor. That's fact. And that being said, let's look for the soft point bullets. Well, here's the SP right here. Boom. SP5.56, soft point. Boom. HPBT, it's a soft point bullet. Right? Full metal jacket ain't soft. That's a full metal jacket. That's got a point on it. It will penetrate. These are penetration bullets, but the tracers may not be. So we have tracer rounds that are possibly not penetratable. And this is a A1 tracer round for the A1, but is it? Well, I'm going to say that this is a tracer round too, and it probably don't penetrate as well as the AP round that it works with. Now, these are your AP rounds for your 855 that are available. You have the full metal jacket. We have the regular 855 AP. And then there's the 855 A1, which is the real good one. These are not so easy to find. They got -7 accuracy, means they're tight on there. And they nail them they hit them pretty good. They got 9 or 70 feet per second. They're meters per second. They're moving out. These are moving out. These are moving out. These work good against armored opponents all the time. You don't have to worry about them not penetrating. They will work. You can penetrate almost everything. Everything. Well, 3++ might be a little tough because I was looking at the stats on that, and the only thing that 3++ won't stop is probably the heavy-duty sniper armor-piercing rounds for the 7.62 caliber, which there's a lesson on that coming up. You'll be able to find that a little bit. But anyway, soft points, soft targets. Where is that? Where are you going to use soft targets? Your soft targets are in your Bambi town, your starter town. Soft targets are Banpa, Blue Lagoon. Midnight Sapphire? No way. Midnight Sapphire, you better have armor-piercing ammunition because most of them guys in there are wearing armor. Same with Fort and Wrist. And when you go to Tiger Bay, it's a mix. half of them ain't wearing nothing or wearing garbage armor, and the other half are wearing military gear. If you go to the mall in Tiger Bay, you got military gear to worry about. You better bring your armor piercing. If you go to the other places at Tiger Bay, not so bad. Some of them are military, some aren't. So depending on what you're going in there, I strongly recommend AP ammunition all the way around in Tiger Bay, AP ammunition all the way around in Fort Nerith, and AP ammunition in Midnight Sapphire. When you get to the other places, you can mess around with some of the stuff that ain't fully AP. Again, you're going to have to figure out how you best play and what your best effects are with the weapons. But the ammunition doesn't penetrate very well when you get to higher levels of armor, and most of those military guys got pretty good armor on. So you're going to have something that's going to do the job. Now, there's also the 300 Blackout with the 5.56 caliber. All of these mags will carry that 300 Blackout in it. And apparently these mags will fit in other guns. But this is the subsonic. It travels really slow. It's got a nice accuracy modifier. It's pretty accurate. But the problem with it is it's slow, it's quiet, but I haven't had really good usage with it. I've had problems with it as far as being effective in taking enemies down. Now this 300 Blackout FMJ, it's full metal jacket. It does what full metal jacket does. It penetrates. It doesn't deform though, so you might have to shoot them 3 or 4 times if they're wearing a vest to get the kill. No matter what you're doing with it, you have to shoot them a bunch of times with this full metal jacket. It doesn't matter what full metal jacket you're using. Every full metal jacket is the same. This CQ Blackout stuff, this is some pretty good stuff. It's very effective. It's great for close range. Got a high rate of fire, high volume, high velocity. It's like 853 meters per second. It's pretty good. That's cooking. That's like 2,500 feet per second. It's moving along pretty good. And it's got good accuracy. The VMAX, it's got a little better accuracy control. It's running a little slower. Because it's running a little slower, it's gonna expand better on the target. That's the only difference between these two. They both cost the same at the vendor. And I run the CQ over the VMAX. But if I find the VMAX, I'll put it in my inventory, and whenever I need ammunition, I'll use it too. I don't care. They're both about the same as far as effect when you're using them in the field. But the CQ tends to hit a little bit harder as far as penetration. Just something to keep in mind. So, and that is it. Now we're going to go look at the guns that use these things. Okay, Gunny. Let's see, what is that? He's got, oh, I got to put all this back over there. Let me put the magazines back over here so we can see what uses these magazines. And you'll be able to tell which ones, because we're going to go look at all the M4s and see what they go in. See? Oh, it won't take this magazine. The AK mag won't fit, but it takes everything else. Every one I check, it's taken. And there's no M4s down here. It won't take these. But if you notice, this is the MP5. It takes that magazine. That's it. There's only one. Let's see. Artisan. AK-15. But we're looking for that there. That's what I'm trying to find. And she doesn't sell any of those, right? So Turncoat, he must be the guy with that, right? AK-12. We're looking for AK-19. There it is. AK-12 is a 7.62, is a 5.45. Ooh, I forgot that. I'll have to make a change in that. AK-19, 5.56, uses that. Nothing else here, aside from the AK-19, takes that. Ain't that wonderful? And the Banshee, nothing's in here for that. The MCX, however, takes all of these mags. It is a 300, and it has these different ammunitions. There you go. He's the only guy that sells them. This ammunition, this gun is pretty good. It's expensive. It's going to cost a lot of money to use it, but it works pretty good. It's not good sniping after about 150 meters. Other than that, it's a pretty effective weapon. I wouldn't say it's just so you know, it's not super effective after 150 meters as far as for sniping. But other than that, it works pretty good. I mean, you shouldn't have any issues with it. It'll do you right. Just so you know, and just that's the way the ball bounces. That's how the game is played. So you've got an overview now on that was the 5.56 ammunition and the guns that it goes in. So you should be a little more knowledgeable about what you need to do when you get out there in the field. Hopefully you won't get killed. The MCX again uses all this, the Blackout. Turncoat, AK12, no. AK12, no. AK19, yes. And he sells the only magazine available for it. Imagine that. So, and he also sells that 5.45 mags too. So, keep that in mind. Now, that being said, this is the end of this section, and I hope everybody has learned a little bit. And Professor Gatorman is signing off, and we'll see you on the back.